If your child is not babbling a lot yet and you're just not sure what's going on, I have an entire video on how to help your child babble even more that I would highly recommend you check out. So I'll link it down in the description below. Something else that parents frequently share is that their child seems to use a lot of gestures and signs and actions to communicate, just using other forms of communication other than using their mouth. Something that is sometimes seen but not always in children with childhood apraxia of speech is groping. So this is when it seems like the child is trying to open their mouth and move it to make a sound or a word, but it's just that there's no speech coming out. And so this is what we call groping. So the reason why younger children do not always get an official diagnosis of childhood apraxia of speech is because older children are able to attempt and participate in more complex imitation tasks, which of course gives us more clear information about their speech. For example, a therapist might have the child repeat different words and phrases with varying syllable patterns. And this helps us understand if the speech patterns or breakdowns match what we expect for childhood apraxia of speech. So of course, in order to do this, a child needs to be able to imitate words from a speech therapist. However, with that being said, it is very important and even crucial to look for these signs early in a child with childhood apraxia of speech, because if you identify it early, then you can change the approach that you're using with a very young child to help them develop these speech sounds in the first place.